Hello guys, this is Vysh. So the Hindu editorials which we had stopped last year, now we are going to continue because the mains phase is going on and students have been requesting for the Hindu editorial. So it will be on a daily basis and July 1st episode is what I will be doing today, and July 1 to 8. Okay, I could not do because of my health issues and all, but I will be doing from July 1 so that a complete month is there. Okay, else it will be like in the middle of the month we are starting. So July 1 Monday's episode is what we are going to discuss, and I will show you the Hindu newspaper also, and you will remember this question which came in 2024 prelims, which just now got over, that right to privacy is kept by the Supreme Court under which article. Okay, so here article will be article 21. Right to privacy is under right to life, and that is there in our test series also, current affairs also, Hindu newspaper also, everywhere it came. Same like that in today's Hindu newspaper also, there is a new thing which is right to be free from the adverse effect of climate change. This also Supreme Court has placed under a certain article, and that is why reading Hindu every day is important, because many of such things will not be there in your current affair PDFs and all. It will come only from daily newspaper reading. Okay, Vysh IAS often covers most of these things in the form of MCQs, but still in case it miss, okay, where you will find it in the editorial. Okay, that is why I am just showing you why reading Hindu is very, very important for you. Now about the prelims result also, many people were asking. Our students from, if you see, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, see all these are states. Okay, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Tripura, Chhattisgarh, okay, Kerala, many students have messaged us that they have cleared the prelims. There are many people who could not clear the prelims also. We show that side also always. If you see, they are telling thank you. I'm sure that I cleared the GS paper, but the CSAT made it problem. And then thank you for the support. And then PSC, state PSC exams, many people cleared. Okay, I think Telangana PSC prelims result came now this week, and there also people messaged us that they have cleared. So our current affair magazines especially, it helps a lot in PSC exams, because those people simply take some institutes current affair magazine and simply ask questions directly from that. Okay, they don't do that much hard work like the UPSC board does. So from our current affairs also, students are telling that lot of direct questions have come. So we show both the sides, whether it is people have cleared it or people have not cleared it. Both of the sides we will show, and that has been the trend. If you see here, EPFO exams also, I think recently happened, and there also these are not like we are giving EPFO coaching. Okay, we are just giving you current affair PDFs, and that will help you in all the exams. Okay, so that is why if you are serious about UPSC, contact us and then try to enroll. Okay, either enroll to this 1-year programs which we do, like the latest batch is going on now, which started on July 1. 328-day timetable is there, self-study, you can study from home. This is for 2025. Same like the 2026, the double of this, that is 650-day timetable, I'll be launching. Okay, as I told, because of my throat issues and all, I could not speak properly all these days. That is the reason I was just waiting and making content for you in the back end, and now I'll start recording it one by one. Okay. So starting with the editorial, that is today's, that is July 1 Monday. If you see editorial, always 2 pages will be there, and these basics in my foundation I have covered. Please watch the foundation if you have not done yet. Okay, so you know, because we won the World Cup, most of the newspaper is like this World Cup, this World Cup, all these are World Cup charts and graphs like behind me also. So these things are not important for your exam. From that it will not come, like any questions will not come. Then here if you see, it's like Hindu Muslim politics will be there. Always in Hindu, one column will be on Hindu Muslims politics and caste divide, party lines, that things will be there. This rightmost column also, if you see, this is like each day one state will be there. One day Andhra, one day Kerala. So it's their local level news, okay, which in your UPSC it may not help you. So such things we will not discuss. And here usually it should be a good article, but here again an opinion is given, because you know the NEET exam, everything is getting cancelled. One person's opinion, like that can be done, this should have been done, but that is just like a blame game kind of thing happening. There is no takeaway for you in exam. Okay, so that also is not useful. So overall, if you see, this right side page is not at all good for you today. This Indian cricket team thing is not required. Hindu Muslim politics is not required. So we will discuss that climate legislations, that is India's climate right related things, are a lot of articles came this week. So we will discuss this one, and the PMLA also in detail, that is the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, because certain changes have come, and also in the Kejriwal's case also it was relevant. So PMLA in detail we'll see for your complete mains. Okay, if a question comes on PMLA, you can answer with today's explanation. Okay. And also please go and watch the explanations for different questions which came in 2024 prelims. We have done subject wise this time for a change, and that has got better responses from students. Okay, so please watch this series which is there on YouTube. Okay, and there's a WhatsApp channel which we have, and anyhow you have to contact me for anything. This is the number. Okay, please message me in this number and I will take care of the rest of your preparation. Okay, so now people are asking for these bags and goodies and all. These are only for our test series students, the prelims plus main students. That also shipping was halted some months back. Now we'll again restart it. Okay, this week many people will start getting the bags surely. Okay. So contact me in WhatsApp. So we'll discuss the first article, that is the climate legislation. Okay, climate legislation, that is the laws which is supposed to be made to fight against climate, or that right to climate which I told. All those things we'll see. This is because the Supreme Court. Okay, just let me move myself. Okay, so that you can see the content properly. Okay, so now a judgment came in this particular case where they are telling, the Supreme Court is telling, right to be free from the adverse effect of climate change. Okay, this is identified both under the right to life and the right to equality. Okay, that is Article 21 and Article 14. Okay, so maybe if UPSC want to ask you next year, same like they asked right to privacy, which was under Article 21, they'll again ask which are the two articles under which Supreme Court has placed this one. It will be right to life, that is Article 21, and right to equality, that is Article 14. Okay, so now in India, you know, the critically endangered bird is there, the great Indian bustard, and also there, because they have to be protected, the electric lines or the renewable lines and everything which we set up there, those things were kept on hold by the previous judgments. But now this new judgment has come that even though it has to be protected, our renewable energy development and everything, transmission is also important. So because government told this has affected our potential to generate renewable energy, they have reversed that order and telling like now they have prioritized the transmission infrastructure as well. So the bird protection also has to happen, and the electric lines also has to pass through the same area, so that the government has to work out the schemes. And now this opens the door to new climate litigation, where we cannot simply sacrifice our development programs and simply tell we'll become carbon zero, we'll become that thing. The developed countries like USA, England, France and all can do that because they did a lot of industrialization over the years and decades and centuries. Now it's India's time to grow. That time we cannot simply shut down everything and only bother about environment protection. We have to take both hand in hand, and that is the full context of this article. Okay, so we know in India there is no umbrella legislation that completely relates to climate change or protecting the rights of humans and animals and all. So we need to do that. We need to draw the experience of different countries. We have to frame legislation. We have to create necessary institutions. We have to have a process and structure and deliberative governance. So these are the highlighted terms. These are the exact points you have to write in your mains answer. Okay, people ask like, sir, teach me how to write mains, teach me how to write mains. You skip all these editorials and then tell that I don't know to write mains means it's obviously your loss. You have to listen when we explain something. Hindu editorials are already in answer format, and we are making it more simplified format by underlining the important points and giving to you. You just need to note it down and your answer is ready for climate related legislation question if it comes. Okay. So India's context, okay, India's context, we know we have almost every kind of climate, from the Himalayas to the mountains to the Western Ghats to the, meaning we can have heat wave issue, flood issue, the cold issues, everything we have. So we cannot blindly copy other countries' legislations, okay, which we are currently doing or our previous governments were doing. So India needs to, see again points, India needs to transition to a low carbon energy future, but not nearly enough. This Supreme Court judgment that is simply making a right against adverse climate change, that is not enough. We should create a supportive regulative environment for sustainable cities, buildings, transport networks. Everything should be sustainable. Okay, that is why we have new transport methods and all coming up. So we have to enable adaptation measures such as the heat action plan sensitive to the local context. Okay, simply don't make a national level rule. We have to see through the local level and see whether it suits that or not. Don't make like one size fit all kind of thing. Doesn't work in India. It has to be customized as per the location. So, and provide more like shifting towards the climate resilient crops. Okay, because if there is a water problem, then you cannot grow sugarcane and all. Okay, you have to grow something like maybe millets. So like that you have to think of the location and then design the crops also of that area. Then mangroves ecosystem has to be protected so that our floods and cyclones buffer, it will act as a buffer against all these events. Then we have to see the social equity also, meaning everybody are taken care and not like only the urban people are protected from all the disasters and all these things. Okay, so again a single omnibus law that covers everything, that is not feasible. One law alone we cannot make. Okay, because simply we are doing that, we are copying United Kingdom's model, which is a narrow method. Like in the next 5 years we will reduce this much in the next 5 years we will reduce or increase this much tree cover. Like that, simply blindly telling some number or target is not enough. Okay, because in the 5 years there will be many things to be done in many places at various levels. Okay, so we have to do that. That is why two approaches they are telling here. Okay, if you see, one is a regulatory law, one is an enabling law. Okay, regulatory law like the UK's, which I told like a short term thing, and one is an enabling one. Example, like in Kenya and African countries, they take the development and this thing, environment protection, hand in hand. Okay, so that is why it should be development focused rather than the narrow one, which is the regulatory law of the UK. Okay, so across the sectors of the economy, we should take care that our approach, Okay, it has adaptation, it has mitigation, meaning we are ready to prevent something also, we are ready to fight with it also, we are ready to like post of that also, if flood happens, post how to recover, everything should be covered. Okay, so an enabling law is likely to be a more procedure oriented law, systematically creating the institutions. Okay, because we need enabling, right, which I told the second one. Enabling means systematically do everything, not like in one shot announce like we will do that, we will do this. Systematically do that, mainstream these standards and procedures. Diverse ministries should be involved, not like just the environment minister should take care. Different parts of the society should be involved. Then we should support knowledge sharing so that everybody knows everything. Transparency should be there, public participation should be there, expert consultation should be there, and then there should be a meaningful revision of targets also, meaning not like you fix that 5 years we will do this much only. Maybe after 2 years you will feel okay, something has changed, so again ready to revise it. So this is the approach which India need to take forward. Okay, and one more important dimension you have to cover when it comes to India is the sub-national government, meaning again the center cannot simply decide one law and tell everybody to follow. You have to involve the state, you have to involve the local level, the panchayat level, because most of the subjects of these agriculture things and all are with the state subject in our 7th schedule. Okay, and the electricity is also a concurrent subject where both center and state can make law. So you have to involve all these people, empower the states and local government, enable them and extend beyond central government. Okay, the business, civil society, communities, everybody should be involved, and their participation will help in better decision making which suits that context. Okay, with that level, and so like that you can improve the voice of the diverse segment of society. And this is what this full judgment, okay, as I told, it's opening up a new mode of legislation which may come because of this judgment. Okay, this is the overall article about India's climate legislation. Now the second article which you have to discuss is PMLA, that is Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002, which we have. So first understand what is money laundering. Okay, it is not like simply doing a crime and getting money. That is simply getting that dirty money. Okay, meaning you did something illegal, maybe like Kejriwal's case, you did something, you got the commission from the liquor barons and you got some money that you earned the dirty money. Now you using that money or converting it into white money, that is called money laundering. Okay, so these criminals mostly they will do, I will show you in the next slide what all they do. So they either deposit in banks in small pieces, or they buy some land with that black money, then sell it to get the white money. So like that many things they do. Okay, so they see clean investments, purchase of luxury asset. So all these things they do, and then the clean money enters the economy again. Like the Kejriwal's case, they are telling the money was later used in the Punjab elections and all, and that's how they won elections in Punjab, Goa, Gujarat, many places they won the elections. So that is the overall case going on Kejriwal, but that is politics that you don't have to see. So money laundering. Okay, so methods of money laundering, I told you what all they can do. First thing they are telling, smurfing or structuring, that is break up the large amount of cash which you earned, the illegal cash, into small amount and put in different deposit in different banks. In Kerala it is happening. The cooperative banks which is in the Kerala, they are putting lot of such monies, politicians money and all, and that is why now recently central government is acting upon that. Okay, then trade based laundering, you do different trade and make your money reach cross border outside and then convert it into white money and come back. In movies and all you would have seen that. Then shell companies, you create dummy companies and then show these money as the profit from those companies. I mean the companies which don't even exist, you simply register and then show that all this money you earned from that company. Then real estate, I told you, you buy land or something with this black money, then you will sell it later and then get the pure digital money or white money. Okay, so that is all methods of money laundering. So in India we have a money laundering act passed by the Parliament of India, and this is to combat money laundering which is related to everything. Okay, whether drug trafficking, smuggling, terrorism financing, anyhow you earned money, all these things will be covered. Now there's a history to it. Okay, for your mains answer you need history, that's why I'm teaching you. These are all nothing in the Hindu newspaper. Okay, I'm teaching you all extra information because you have to write the best answer if you are watching my videos. So if you see 1988, okay, because the world globally there are drug trafficking and all happening, UN decided to have a convention. Okay, convention against illicit traffic in narcotic drugs and psychotropic substances. This they did in 1988 and many countries participated and told we have to take some action. 1989, the G7 countries, okay, here you know India is not G7, but still India, Modi was invited as a chief guest and he was standing in that center of the photo this time. So that group, G7, okay, they held a summit in Paris and established something called Financial Action Task Force, FATF, okay. So they then told we will take care of the money laundering and the all these drug trafficking, terrorism problem, all these things. Okay, you will hear often like FATF has blacklisted North Korea, it has grey listed Pakistan. So it put in different lists telling that they are doing something wrong in the money aspect. 1990, the UN General Assembly, they put a resolution that political declaration and global program of action. Okay, this is actually calling upon all the countries that everybody should pass some law in their country to prevent the money laundering. 1990 they told this. Okay, then in India, 1998, Narasimha Committee on banking sector reform, they also told that we need to address money laundering and we have to bring some law. Okay, meaning this much time it is taking. In India, everything, it's little slow. Then United Nations again held a session with the theme countering world drug problem together. Okay, and then again they told there's an urgent need. Okay, now it became the year 1998, urgent need. Then finally in 2002, that is after 12 years of UN first telling it, India finally enacted a Prevention of Money Laundering Act. But later it came into force in 2005 only, and then in this all these things are listed, which some are like in tandem with the IPC and the Narcotic and Psychotropic Act, which we already have. It's in parallel also. Okay, so this one came, and then time to time it has been amended also. And in this, what are the objectives? You have to prevent money laundering. You have to, if it happens, and you have to detect that money laundering, and then enforcement agencies should act. Then you should confiscate their property to recover the money, and also you should have international cooperation, meaning FATF guidelines, all these things you have to follow, and this is the basic objective of our PMLA, which we enacted in India. Now, what are the provisions? Obviously, there will be offences, means obviously penalty will be there, confiscate the property, then you have to report it. So everyone, meaning all the banks, everybody has to maintain records properly, transactions data, and you have to have a financial intelligence unit. All these things are mentioned in the PMLA Act itself. Then there will be a authority where you can appeal also, in case you have to don't go to the actual court, you have an appellate tribunal here itself, okay, for dealing with money laundering. Okay, so these are the basic provisions of PMLA, which again, in case a question comes directly on PMLA 10 marker, 15 marker, you have to write objectives, provisions, and history, everything. Okay, and amendments also happened recently, in which they are telling that the proceeds of crime, that is the money which comes and all, that certain definitions they'll keep changing. That level you don't have to by heart, but understand that changes also has happened. It's not like a fixed one we are following all the time. Then the money laundering redefined again. If you see, I told you one thing is making the illegal money, that first box which I showed you. Then only money laundering actually happens. So now what happened is they have separated the both, meaning even if the money laundering alone is found, meaning you are converting something to white money, then you don't have to, the agencies, it's finding it's very difficult to track back, like when did you make that black money first? Okay, that is why many people are not getting arrested. So they have separated it now. Okay, making black money is also one crime. Converting that black money to white money is a separate crime. So this one alone is put as a redefinition in the latest amendment, and so money laundering alone can be considered as a standalone crime. Okay, so criticism is there. Many people criticize that this is very stringent act. Why? Because, as per the fundamental principle, we know in every movie and all we'll hear that you are all innocent until proven guilty. Okay, you are innocent until proven guilty. But here in PMLA, it is the reverse. If you are arrested under PMLA, you are guilty until proven innocent. Meaning you are arrested means you are already guilty. So that means you are very difficult to get bail also, because bail condition is always that if there is innocence, then you can get bail. Okay, satisfied that the accused is innocent, then only you will get bail. But here you are telling that you are arrested means you are already guilty. Now it's burden on you. Burden of proof is on the accused. You have to prove that you are innocent. So you will not get bail. So it's a stringent bail condition. Then the proceeds of crime also, very broad definitions are there. So that has to be streamlined. Many officers misuse the law because anybody can be arrested. Then overreach by officers. Officers then try to modify it according to their needs. So these are all the criticisms of PMLA. So this is what is the overall thing. I've covered the end-to-end of PMLA, and the Hindu newspaper, they would have considered some special Kejriwal case and simply explained. That helps you no way in your exam. So I have taught you entire static part, and this way I'll see to it that everyday editorial is useful. Last year also many questions were answerable from my editorials alone. So please see to it that you are watching this seriously, and tell me in comment section. In comment section, tell that, okay, I watched it, I participated, or I am present, sir. Like this, I want your comment every single day. Okay, because it's a completely free initiative. Nobody will teach you things like this, like a static part of a news item. Nobody will teach you free of cost. Okay, we can make this a paid course, but editorials or education itself is supposed to be free actually. I cannot make everything paid. Okay, that is why only the test series portion is kept paid. Remaining everything which we do on YouTube is free. So see to it that you are enrolling to it. Test series is there for your extra information, meaning the practice actually, because these things help you understand certain things. But whether you got that in your brain or not, only through MCQs you will know. That is why we have current affairs special PDFs also. Current affair, if you want, you can enroll, like pack 0 now is the bestseller, which is the next 12 months obviously, June to next May. And like that, pack 1 is there, and the combo of this also, if you want, you can get like pack 0 plus pack 1. pack 2 plus pack 3, like the different combos. If you see, this is the bestseller. Okay, the last 3 years of current affair, or the last 2 years of current affair. Last 2 means from today, if you see, 12 months ahead and 12 months behind. That is 24 months. And that is a perfect, I will tell, that is what is needed for this particular exam which you are going to give in 2025. So try to enroll to this. Tell your feedback in comment section. Whatever you tell, based on that only I design all my courses. So tell your comments and watch the lectures also. It's completely free. Almost every textbook is done in free in English and Hinglish also. To understand all this, to know all this, you have to come on WhatsApp. Okay, only then you will know where is all these things available. This is the WhatsApp number, and I will continue to guide you for free on YouTube. So thank you and have a nice day.